What up? Welcome to my crib.
Yo, yo.
We just finished Computex, and this is our room. We're gonna show you Disaster Zone and also what it's really like behind the scenes. So let's get out of the echoey hallway. We only have 3 people here. I think that's the #1 thing that people don't realize. So he's working. So we Mike ran into, actually here, there's 3 people here. As you can see, camera is also a person. So we ran into a number of people at the booths at trade shows who were surprised that we're not sending footage back. I wanted to give the behind the scenes on it. Also, I have a lozenge, sorry, because I basically lost my voice yelling at the show all day. But we do, I don't know, like 14 hours, depending on the day of work. Go to the show, shoot everything, bring it all back, or we edit on site sometimes. So excuse the mess. This is after 2 weeks of living here, but we have a 4090 editing laptop we bought. I've got this, I'm ashamed to say it, but Razer laptop I actually kind of like for my station. So I do all the writing on here. I do some thumbnails. Spend a lot of time doing thumbnails on here. A lot of my job at the show is thumbnail and titling. It becomes like forcing the video to be successful through trying to get people to understand like just how interesting the stuff is. And it's really hard to do that at a trade show. So anyway, this kind of setup, we've got 2 camera bags. So we have bag A, bag B, and the way we set it up is bag B is what Mike takes. Everything's the same in each bag, each time I mean. So A has all the audio, B has secondary camera, some backup audio and redundancy. This is an easy rig, so Vitaly wears this the whole video, and this basically helps stabilize the camera. So we split up a lot of times into sort of the A-roll filming, so I'll go with Vitaly to a booth. We take notes for like 30 minutes, knock out a video really fast, pass it off to Mike. Mike either edits it in the press room at Computex, or if we're in the Hyatt, which is where half the other meetings are, he'll bring it here and edit it here on the station. And so we were able to turn out like 3 or 4 videos per day for the first few days of the show. Really excited about it. We killed it. Our goal is not only competitive, but also like, let's just get the information out to people as fast and accurately as we can. So a couple big things I wanted to mention. One is how everything happens simultaneously. So production pipeline, basically will, without revealing all of our logistics secrets that make us good at this, we try to execute in a way where there's always a team filming and there's always a person editing out of 3 people. So that's how we set it up. And that also allows it so that we can cover everything we want to cover in a day from start to end within a more reasonable amount of time without having to push super late, because we're getting editing done throughout the day. Whereas in the old days when I did this stuff, I used to have to do like 18, 20-hour days when I was working, where I'd personally go film, this is working alone, film, bring it back to the room, and then edit. So it's in sequence rather than in parallel. And now we try to work in parallel. And other than that, I don't know, stuff to be aware of, I guess. We pay for all of our own travel for this stuff, so that's a big thing. So like the room, the flights, all of that, we cover all of it. We don't take travel coverage. I hang my shorts on the TV, and I think that covers all the important information beyond what I already said. So the way we set it up also allows us to go hard with the beginning of the show and then like taper it off at the end. So since we do all the editing in parallel, filming, editing, back and forth, we can quickly modify on the fly which video slots we want to occupy with which videos. And then as we hit day 3 or 4 of the show, we tend to sort of slow down a little bit and take more of a breather, just because, I mean, at that point we've covered all the really important stuff. So I think that's all the behind the scenes you need on the production process. So basically, the main thing we wanted to share was there's not like some big crew at home base doing it all, because a lot of the vendors are really impressed with how quickly we turn stuff around. Noctua, we turned around in like 2 hours. We were there, I collected info for about 30 minutes. We shot the video for about 10 or 15. We left and video was up in 2 hours, which is amazing. So that's kind of what it looks like. I mean, we've got a pretty decent room. Yeah, I book early that way. It's affordable, but that's the setup. I mean, that's behind the scenes of Computex. As you can see, we have tons of just like bags everywhere from where everyone gave us their t-shirt, battery pack, and business card. So we have a lot of those to deal with, and we'll consolidate them, but that's kind of the behind the scenes. That's not
Zoom
nice.
on me. I didn't even shower yet.
I don't think they can tell if you're showered.
I'm not beautiful.
You're always beautiful.
So that's the team. It was Vitaly on the A bag, A camera, Mike on B camera. I'm doing a lot of B-roll. It's fun. I mean, I really love these shows. It's super interesting. We get to talk to a lot of engineers. We get to talk to a lot of other media. We get to see cool products. And the thing we try to do differently is look for the story beyond just like, look, new lights. And we try to figure out by talking to the right people what else is different about this thing and how can we contribute to this when we know basically everyone else is covering the same thing. So that's what we try to do, and hopefully you all liked it. I'd say the show was a big success for us. We had a lot of views, a lot of interest. So thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you all next time.